Hey guys, what's up? This is Shukesh once again, and today I bring you the all new Redmi Note 6 Pro. Well, by far Redmi Note is one of the most popular smartphone series in India, which played a great role in making Xiaomi India's #1 selling smartphone brand. I've been using Redmi Note 5 Pro for a couple of months already and it's a solid performing phone. This new generation Redmi Note packs almost the same hardware, which I will talk about later. There are two variants of this phone starting at 14,000 rupees. I got the 6GB RAM variant at just 2,000 rupees extra, which is definitely worth it. Now the new Redmi Note packs a slightly improved rear camera and most importantly dual selfie cameras for depth sensing, that is to blur the background, and the display is slightly bigger with a notch. Let's quickly unbox and show you the device itself. There you go, the all new Redmi Note 6 Pro with couple of stickers, so let's get rid of this. Now, unlike the Xiaomi Mi A2, this phone is not unibody. Definitely the back panel is made of aluminum, but the top and the bottom parts of the phone are plastic. That's why the antennas are not visible. It's a good looking phone, but not as good as Mi A2, which is also slightly slimmer at 7.3mm, whereas this is 8.3mm. Let's quickly check what's inside. First of all, you get the cable for charging as well as data syncing. This is a micro USB cable, and there you have the charging adapter rated 5V 2A, that is, it's a 10W charger. There is the SIM ejector pin and also a case for your Redmi Note 6 Pro. I really love this kind of cases. These are very sleek, soft, feels great in hand, and also it does not make the phone bulky. It's very easy to install and uninstall. With the case on, the phone is looking great. In fact, somewhat better with the shine. There is almost no bump on the case to safeguard the 2.5D display, and most importantly, the camera lens is slightly protruding from the case. That does not sound good, so you need to be very careful. Now let's turn on the phone and show you the display as well as the user interface. This smartphone comes with MIUI 9 out of the box and it's upgradable to MIUI 10. There you go, the smartphone is ultimately ready, and the first thing I want to show you is that MIUI 10 upgrade is already showing on the screen. So upgrade the phone once you get your device, and unlike Mi A2, this phone is stuck at Android 8.1 Oreo. The current UI is 9.6 and the RAM is 6GB. Internal storage is 5.96GB free out of 64GB. The processor is octa-core 1.8 GHz, Cryo 260 with Snapdragon 636 chipset and Adreno 509 GPU. Now let's have a quick look at this new display, which comes with a notch and it's now bigger at 6.26 inches with improved 81.1% screen to body ratio, and the screen resolution is 1080 by 2280, keeping the PPI at 403, same as its predecessor Redmi Note 5 Pro. The screen is now slightly taller at 19:9 aspect ratio. In terms of exterior design and looks, the new generation Redmi Note feels stylish, more polished and rounded at the edges, which definitely adds to the beauty of the phone. But definitely it's not as good as the unibody construction of the Mi A2, which is the most beautiful looking Android smartphone in this price category, and it also comes with Android 9.0 and the processor is also much better, Snapdragon 660 with Adreno 512 GPU. Now, to make space for the extra camera at the front, Xiaomi decided to exclude the front-facing LED flash, which was very useful. So this is something you have to live with if you go for this new Redmi Note 6 Pro. The front cameras are rated 20 megapixel f2.0 and 2 megapixel f2.2, which is the depth sensor. The maximum aperture of the primary 12 megapixel camera has been upgraded from f2.2 to f1.9, which is a great upgrade, I will say. The secondary camera is 5 megapixel for depth sensing, and there you have the fingerprint sensor, which is perfectly placed and works just fine. It's very responsive, very fast, not the fastest I have seen, but still it works. just as it should be. The battery inside is 4000 mAh lithium polymer. One thing I have to mention about the camera is you can only record Full HD videos at 30 fps, no 60 fps or 4K recording possible. The notch is rather bigger than most of the notch display phones except for the original iPhone, of course. This is the iPhone XS Max. Now you can get an idea about the thick display bezel of the phone, especially the chin at the bottom. But considering the price point, it's really great to have this bigger notch display. In fact, this smartphone is slightly shorter than its predecessor Redmi Note 5 Pro. Now there you have the OnePlus 60 with water drop notch, and there are phones in India at 17,000 rupees price tag like Oppo F9 or A7 with such a water drop notch. The 3.5mm jack has been shifted to the top. The secondary microphone hole is also there. This is the air blaster for using this phone as your remote. The volume rocker and the power keys are at the side of the phone, and here at the bottom you will find the primary microphone grill nicely resembling the mono loudspeaker grill, and there you have the micro USB port. So no Type-C, a big disappointment. And another very annoying fact about this phone is the SIM tray is hybrid, that is, you can either install 2 SIM cards or 1 SIM card and a micro SD card, which is expandable up to 256 gig. So this new generation Redmi Note is not much improved than its predecessor except for the notch and the extra selfie camera. So if you are using the Redmi Note 5 Pro, you can stick to your smartphone. It's not worth an upgrade. But overall, at 16,000 rupees or 14,000 rupees if you go for the 4GB RAM variant, this Redmi Note 6 Pro is a good phone to go for. Let me quickly test the new selfie camera with the depth sensor. It should be really good. This is the standout feature of the phone after all. Currently I am using the normal camera, so let's go to the portrait mode, and the background is now nicely blurred, looks really cool. The phone comes with AI 2.0, and I think the blurred images are slightly artificial looking. It's up to your preference. This is the image captured in the portrait mode, and the skin is airbrushed. There is also 4-in-1 super pixel tech, that is, it combines 4 pixels into 1. I will test the camera in depth and talk about the camera quality in the review part, so make sure you subscribe and keep in touch with my channel Gadgets Portal. Overall, this new Redmi Note 6 Pro is a perfect lower mid-range phone with the dual cameras, with the notch display, the big 4000 mAh battery, and it's a very popular and reliable series, so you can go for this device. But at this moment there are other smartphones with more power and more features. Xiaomi could have at least featured the Snapdragon 660 processor, but still this smartphone won't disappoint you at all. That's all in this unboxing and hands-on review. I hope that it was useful. This is Shukesh signing off. Have a nice day.